Wagwan YouTube, Fikod here. Welcome to today's Destiny 2 video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the new worlds of Destiny 2. We're going to be talking about all the new planets and the activities they contain. So it's going to be a very interesting video, which means if you do enjoy, make sure you slap that like button down below, and of course if you want more content like this from me, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, let's jump in. So the first planet we're going to be looking at is Earth, or rather the European Dead Zone. The European Dead Zone is the first new destination we'll be visiting in Destiny 2. It's where us Guardians have set up camp to build our forces to take on the Cabal and their leader Dominus Ghaul and reclaim the last city. The European Dead Zone contains a new social space called The Farm, where it looks like there'll be lots of activities for us to take part in while we're waiting for our fire teams. Also in the European Dead Zone, a shard of the Traveller has landed nearby and is corrupting the surrounding area with its light. Is this how we'll be obtaining our new powers? We know to get the Vanguard back together, we need new abilities. So are we going to harness this active piece of the Traveller, or are we going to try and repair it? Well, I guess we'll have to see. But regardless, this won't be easy, as there is a heavy Cabal presence in the Dead Zone, and the landscape is quite overgrown and untamed, so getting around may be difficult. The European Dead Zone appears to be the most significant area we've seen in Destiny. It's the largest patrol zone Bungie has ever created, and it looks like it'll be introducing us to a lot of new characters. For example, the new Hawthorne character, who survived outside the city for years. I can't wait to see what role she plays in the story. The next destination we'll be visiting is Nessus. This is where we'll find Cayde 6, who of course has gotten himself into some trouble. Nessus is a Vex occupied planet, so expect to see ancient towering structures similar to what we see on Venus now in Destiny 1. The aesthetic of Nessus is quite reminiscent of No Man's Sky, with lots of vibrant reds and greens and flowing rivers of white Vex milk. It looks really nice, if I'm honest. I can't wait to explore its cavernous landscapes. The next world we visit is Titan, an oceanic moon of Saturn. This is where we'll find Zavala, who is in deep mourning after his failure to protect the city. Titan has no landmass at all. Its surface is nothing but methane ocean. Giant structures built in the Golden Age do still remain, but are collapsing and are being eaten away by the hive infestation. Titan is certainly unique. We've never seen anything like this in Destiny before. But something to think about is, could the name of the planet and the fact Zavala chose to go there mean we'll learn more about the origins of the Titan class? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I would like to see a lot more in-depth lore actually in the game, and I think this is a really good opportunity. The final confirmed destination we'll be visiting is Io, a sulfuric moon of Jupiter. It's the last place the Traveller ever touched before the collapse, so expect to find lots of mysteries in its tunnelling depths. Hopefully it will give us some lore on the collapse, but I suppose that is just a wish of mine. But regardless, Io is a sacred place to warlocks, and it's where you're going to find Ikora Rey, who appears to be contemplating. Not a lot is known about Io. It is shrouded in mystery at the moment, and I kind of think it's going to stay that way until we explore it ourselves. It's unclear what enemies we'll face on Io, but from clips we've seen, it looks like the Vex and a new Fallen House are the main forces. Io promises to have secrets around every corner, similar to the Dreadnought in Destiny 1, so I can't wait to jump in and solve some mysteries like we did at the launch of the Taken King. All four of these planets look a whole lot better than what we got in Destiny 1, but what activities will they harbour? Well, unlike Destiny 1, there's going to be a lot to do. Story missions are now going to be available around the world, which means no going to orbit. You'll be able to seamlessly transition into a mission, complete the mission, then jump on your Sparrow and ride to the next one. Public events have also been upgraded. You'll now know exactly when and where they're happening due to the new map. The map is now going to be a key feature to the Destiny experience. It's going to help you navigate these new worlds and allow you to place waypoints. Your map is also going to contain lost sectors, which are a new addition to the open world that are said to give you exclusive rewards. Another new addition to patrol zones are the new adventures. Adventures are essentially side quests like we see in most open world games, but what's interesting about adventures is the fact they introduce you to new characters and elaborate on areas of the story and lore which the main campaign does not. So it looks like the new open world is going to provide a more fluid and in-depth experience when progressing through the game. The significance of orbit appears to have been minimised. This for me is a massive positive. Loading screens plagued Destiny 1 and eliminating them is only going to be positive. Something else that's going to contribute to the fluidity is the fact transitioning between these planets is also not going to require orbit. This means you could be on Nessus and within seconds you could fly over to IO. This again is a massive improvement in my eyes and will mean you'll be getting into the action quicker and there'll be less time where you're sat around doing nothing. So we've had 4 planets confirmed so far, but is that all we're getting? Well, possibly not. If you take a look at the screenshot of the new director, we can see the 4 confirmed planets, but also a lot of vacant slots where possible planets could be added in the future. This one here is the Traveller, or rather the Tower, like we see in Destiny 1. The reason it's not available is the fact it is destroyed, but it being shown on the map like this may mean we get the tower back at the end of the game, or I suppose it could just be where we launch the first mission of Destiny 2, which we know takes place in the tower. Either way, we won't be able to access the tower for the majority of the game. This node here is possibly Mercury. Could this just be the lighthouse for the new Trials of the Nine where we collect our rewards, or could it be a playable destination at some point? Well, maybe. In these clips here we see what looks to be a mission that takes place on Mercury. I don't know, personally this one is hard to tell, but maybe similar to the Traveller it's on the map to represent that it is destroyed, or possibly that it's an impermanent destination. This other node next to Saturn could be another moon that gets added later, or even a new planet entirely. Could this be coming in DLC? Again, we'll have to see. But what's most interesting is this node here. The reef seems to be absent in Destiny 2, and in my opinion, despite the destruction of most of the Queen's forces, I think the reef still bears significance. So could this node be the reef returning? Well, possibly. But it could also be this mysterious Vex asteroid field we get a tiny glimpse of in this clip here. Again, we'll just have to wait and see. Bear in mind, most of what I'm saying is speculation. So, in my opinion, these new worlds look awesome. They look more unique than the planets we had in Destiny 1, and they certainly look like they contain a lot more to do. But what I want to know is, what do you guys think about these new planets? Is it all we're getting? Do you like how they look? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. But on that note, that about wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to slap that like button down below, and if you're feeling generous, sharing this video would be sick. It helps my channel grow. If you want more content like this from me, be sure to subscribe, and if you want to be notified when I upload, hit the bell next to subscribe and follow me on Twitter. The link to that is in the description. But in the meantime, I've been Fikod the Man. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Woohoo!